And welcome back to our California road trip extravaganza! I am your host, Jordan Black, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Black and White, a podcast Autobiography. Here in the studio, again, we have Andrew Littleton, my cousin, and William Tart, my best friend. What's up, guys?
Hey!
Stop, you're fucking up, man. It's spiked all the way across.
Yeah!
Something. So yeah, sorry for all of your ears, everybody. Fuck.
Must be the money!
Hey! Must be the money! Okay, enough of that. Okay, so I guess we'll pick up right after we left off, which was... Yeah! We were leaving Arizona. I got a great green shirt from.
Yeah.
I didn't mention that. I still wear that shit today. I thought about wearing it today, actually. I thought about wearing it.
Skylar's got a sticker, one of the stickers on her guitar case.
I've got my sticker on my case for my camera.
Boom!
Yeah.
Pink shirt's behind my chair.
No complimentary stickers.
Made you sad for a second.
What?
You're like,
Pink shirt.
The pink shirt behind the chair.
He's being depressing again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Farts! Anuses!
Farts! Threesomes!
Yes.
So heading up to the top
we
side
decided, all right, we're going to go to
entrance.
the other entrance to Lava River Cave that was previously closed in the last episode. I don't know if you guys remember, since it's been a week since we've recorded last. Yeah, totally been a week. How was you guys' week? It's so crazy, right?
It was great. I'm wearing the same clothes as last week.
Yeah, I totally got
And the
married
week before.
I got
Nasty.
married last week. It's insane. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. So we're going to the other side of Lava River Cave. We're going to go to the other entrance because the first one was closed. And so we went to the other one, and it took us like 45 minutes to drive there. Because we had to drive all the way back to our hotel and then up to Northern Flagstaff. And then there's a road that leads out of Northern Flagstaff. That sounds dirty. Into basically the mountains that are north of Flagstaff. And so we not much interesting happened. We drove and we got there. We drove through a bunch of woods. And we made it to the northern entrance. And guess what we find, you guys? We find another gate with the same sign on it. And then an additional sign that said, you guys can go. Feel free to ski. Feel free to ski through these fucking woods.
To ski.
Down like 10 miles.
And we have snowboarded before.
So it would have been like, all right, cool.
We understood
like
how difficult of a ski that would be.
Yeah, because you're fucking going through trees that are like 10
Some
feet apart.
James Bond shit, man.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. And so we're like standing there, we're like, fuck, man. And there were other people that were like getting there too.
Cars.
That were like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Like they were saying the same shit we were. We were like, fuck, why the fuck? And there were people that were like walking back. Like there were people walking away from the thing. And we're like, so someone fucking did it. And so we're sitting there looking at the gate, and there were these 3 women there who are about our age, or college students there at University of Northern Arizona.
Well, we talked to the lady first, didn't we?
One of them was
No, we were talking to them,
Colorado.
and then we brought it up, and we were like, hey, let's ask this lady how long it took her to walk. Because we were all like, well, maybe we could walk. How long would that be? And then we went, excuse me, ma'am, how long did it take you to walk? And she was like, oh, about 3 hours. And we're like, oh, like 3 hours there and back? She's like, no, like 3 hours there, 3 hours back. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, no. No, we're not fucking doing that. No. And so it was just a downhill, then up fucking hill. No thanks, man. We're not doing that shit. So we're sitting there talking to these girls, and I mean that I'm the only single one at this point on the trip. Andrew wasn't single at that time. We'll
all the single Jordans, all the single Jordans, all the single Jordans, all the single Jordans. All right.
Now put your hands up.
Cover it.
Now put your fats up.
Well, we have 30 seconds.
Yeah.
We don't go over 30 seconds.
No, it's 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
Yeah.
Sure?
Yep.
8 seconds. 8 second clips.
Of audio, of like a song.
But we
you
can
can
only
do
go
30
up to
seconds of film. Like clips until you have to cut away from it. Anyway,
Okay.
that doesn't matter. That doesn't
Boring stuff.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with anything. So yeah, we were there and we're talking to this girl, and so I'm kind of being flirty, and I'm like, so what do you guys like? You know?
Is that our song?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were like, I was flirting with him kind of, and I was like, like, here's my card. We'll hang out. And
Here's
so
my
like
card.
You guys like to hate on me for giving me my card.
That's why they didn't call you. It wasn't my fault.
Okay, well, we'll get to what your fault was.
Here's my card.
That's where you fucked
It's
up.
a cool thing. It's a cool thing to say. Here's my card. Give me a call sometime. Like, it's
But girls
fucking badass.
nowadays don't want that.
It's badass. That shit. That's some James Bond shit. That's a fucking James Bond shit.
No.
Handing
Some
someone a
James
card.
Bond
That's
shit
espionage
is
shit.
James Bond walking in on a woman in a bath, and then her being like, oh my gosh, would you hand me some clothes? And then he gives her a pair of high heels and sits down. That's some James Bond shit.
Okay, that's some James Bond shit, but that kind of James Bond shit doesn't happen to me. So I'm gonna take
It doesn't
it.
happen to me.
That's the polar opposite. That's the highest of James Bond shit you could do, and then I'm at the lowest totem pole of James Bond shit that I can do. That is legally constituted as James Bond.
Anyways,
shit. So
talking to these
get
three
chicks. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, well, and like I remember Will was like, man, this is fucking horse dicks.
I said horse cocks because the one chick said this is dicks.
Yeah, and he was like, this is horse cocks.
She
No,
goes-
you said it
she-
first, and then she said it after you said it.
Which means she was into it.
Yeah, but she was like, yeah, this is total dicks, and I was like, but I was kind of like, horse cocks, dude, really? Like, I'm trying to get my I'm trying to get my.
You're trying to get your
here.
pussy.
I'm trying to get my pussy dicked here. I'm trying to get my dick wet here. And so I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And so I'm like, well, we'll be in town tonight. If you guys want to hang out or anything like that, we got nothing to fucking do. It'd be awesome if you guys, could show us around, have some fun at Flagstaff. And they were like, cool, yeah. And we were walking back to our car.
We sit in the car.
Yeah, sat in the car, and I had rolled down my window.
Well, tell them why this is important. Because you're just gonna say what I said, and they're not gonna.
Oh
understand.
yeah, so I really wanted to have a threesome on this trip. I was just kind of. I had made a joke that I was like, I want to fucking have a threesome on this trip. I want to get some beach babes.
That would make the trip like
as
the most
great as it
amazing
can possibly
thing
be is
ever.
have a threesome with two women. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have a threesome on this trip, and I like kind of put it out there to the universe. I was like, yep, I'm gonna fuck 3 women. I'm gonna fuck 2 women. And so we get in the car, and the window is rolled down. And as they're walking past,
I didn't know the window was rolled down.
Andrew taps me on the shoulder, like pushes my shoulder, and goes, "Hey, there's that threesome you wanted, Jordan." As those women were walking by us. Right whenever they were walking by our car, and I just turned around, like, just gasping, just like, and just rolled up my window, and he was like, oh god,
and I laughed so hard.
I was like, are you fucking serious,
They
bro?
were stunned, and I was just fucking
Oh
cracking.
my god.
I didn't know the window was rolled down.
You were the fucking worst, Andrew, because that is the reason why they didn't call me. Because I did
No.
some sweet James Bond shit with
They
that car.
wanted a threesome, but you gave them that card.
Yeah, no, they wanted a threesome, and then you fucking said that I
They saw
wanted a
this
threesome.
sweet, sweet ponytail, and we're like, I want
Can't
some of
wait to
that.
have too.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, so Andrew ruined a threesome. There it is, folks.
Jordan
That's
ruined it.
our cliffhanger from episode 1. Finally solved.
Flagstaff just beat the shit out
Oh
of
my
us.
god.
Yeah, we were all just so bummed out about all the shit that went wrong in Flagstaff.
shit.
I didn't get a threesome because Andrew fucked me over.
We didn't get to go
Um,
see the meteor.
we didn't
crater,
go to get to see
go
Lava River
Great
Cave.
Falls. We didn't fucking get to Lava River.
I mean, like,
Cave.
The only thing we
Arizona
did
was
was
the
the thing
only-
we didn't plan to do.
Arizona, yeah, was the only thing that was a
the only
redeeming-
2 things we didn't
Oh yeah,
plan
yeah.
to do.
One thing things we didn't plan to do, and those are the only cool things about it. But yeah, so we went back to our hotel and hung out for a second. And then we were like, let's go grab something to eat. Let's go get a bite to eat somewhere. And so we looked up like places to go. And so we went to this Irish pub.
We went to a pub. With
Yeah,
women with titties hanging out.
Yeah,
When
it was
did we
nice.
go to the diner? When was that?
Oh, we went to Galaxy Diner. Yeah, we did. We went to
Oh,
Galaxy
yeah.
Diner before we went to
That was
Arizona.
before we went to Arizona.
Yeah, we were like, oh, let's go grab
So I was
some
sitting
lunch.
here thinking, I was like,
Yeah, we
when
went
did
somewhere
go
else.
there?
Yeah, there was this place in Flagstaff, Arizona, where it's like whenever anyone asks me like, hey, what's there to do if I want to go do the Grand Canyon and spend an extra day doing some other stuff,
Galaxy
I go
Diner.
fucking go to Galaxy Diner in Flagstaff, Arizona,
It's really good.
on Route 66 because
Delicious.
it's amazing food and it's just so like it's charming. It's charming. Like
Yeah.
it's got that 50s diner vibe.
It's on
and
Route 66.
It's on Route 66, which is just like sweet. And then we it's got like over 100 combinations of shakes, and
and
it
malts.
specializes in like desserts pretty
Yeah.
much. Like they have like a whole menu just for their desserts, and they have another menu that's for food. And I had a burger and it was delicious.
I had a French dip, which was amazing.
I had pancakes.
And it was the best. I was really happy. And the bartender behind that wasn't serving us, the other bartender,
Yeah.
she was pretty cute. I was like, fuck yeah! And they were all wearing these cute little like 50s waitress outfits. And I was like, I love this. This is awesome. and so that was fun. That was something we did, and we forgot to mention. So our bad, everyone. That was before we
super
went to
good
Arizona.
time.
Before we went to Arizona. But yeah, we just beat this up. So we went to the pub. We went to the pub afterwards. I forget what it was called.
It was an Irish pub.
Chew.
The day before St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, the day before St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to see if I can find out the name because it's a great place.
I had some of the most delicious mac and cheese ever.
Oh, yeah, I had some of that. What was it?
Fish and chips was pretty good.
I had shrimp mac and cheese. Yeah.
It was Collins. Yeah, it was Collins Irish Pub and Grill, and it was
like what Bennigan's used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not just not mainstream, like not like franchise, kind of thing.
Cool.
But yeah, it was delicious. And I had another thing of fish and chips. That was the second fish and chips I'd have in the trip.
Yep.
And that was really good. It was the best fish and chips I've ever had.
Yeah.
Give them that. It was delicious.
Good.
Did you have it? You had it with me too.
Oh.
Yeah, we both had fish and chips. It was fucking good. And I was sitting there and I was like, hey, I wonder if they have like open mics. This is a college town, pretty much. I'm like, I'll see if they have an open mic. That'd be cool.
Yep.
And do some comedy. And so I looked it up, and there was this place on Route 66, like right down the road from us, called the Museum Club. Yeah, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, that sounds super high class and awesome." Which doesn't it? Like the Museum Club. It sounds like there's like a woman smoking like a stick with a cigarette on the very end of it, a filter, with a big ass long cigarette filter like Cruella de Vil, and but yeah, so. I imagined it being like that, and we went, and like I was like, "Fuck!" It started like 15 minutes ago, and so I went and I walked into the bar, and it's like basically just like a mountain themed bar, like a mountain themed like blues and country music bar. And so we walk in, there's like a big ass tree that is growing in the middle of the dance floor, up through the rafters of the building, and it looks fucking cool as shit. Yeah. And it goes out to the outside of the building actually. So that was pretty neat, but. And everything else was like very classic, like kind of mountain furniture, that kind of thing. And I went up to the bar and I was like, "Hey man, who hosts the open mic here? Who's the MC?" And he was like, "Oh, it's that guy over there." And it's like a guy with a big ass fucking beard and a trucker hat. And he looked kind of like one of Andrew's music style friends. Andrew likes metal, so he looked kind of like a metal guy. So I was like, "All right, cool." I'll go. And so I went over and talked to him. I'm like, "Hey man, I'm a comedian and I'm here from Denton, Texas, actually." And he's like, "No shit. I've been through Denton, Texas. It's a pretty fucking cool town." I'm like, "I know." Yeah, totally. It's great. It's like a small Austin, right? And he's like, "Yeah, that's what I said." And I'm like, "Fucking A, man. That's awesome." Hey, so I know you started already, and I don't know like how you do your shows or anything like that, but I'd love to sign up. He's like, "Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, sure, cool." And he was like, "Right after these guys do this next song, we'll have a 5-minute break, and then I'll bring you up." And I was like, "Sweet." I was like, "All right, fuck yeah. I'll go up. Yeah, okay." And so he fucking went and...
We played some pool.
Yeah, we played some pool. And we were standing there. And then I see these... Because we're 19 years old, fucking young-looking kids.
Yep.
And so we... this lady walks over to us. These two ladies walk over to us. Like 49 to like 56 probably. Yeah. Pretty old women. They came up to us. There was a brunette who was like kind of in the front. She was leading the pack. And there was a blonde with short hair in the back. And she was kind of tall. And I remember, like, the brunette comes up and is like, "Hi, how old are you boys?" And we're like, I'm like 19, 20. And he's like, "I have a son that's your age. And now let me tell you, please just be safe. Just please, I know y'all probably not from around here. Just be safe and, be okay. Because I don't want y'all young, being crazy. Just please be okay." And we're like, "Oh, all right, thanks, man." Thanks. And then her blonde friend circles around, and she's like messing around behind her, like, "She's fucking trash, dude." They're doing like things with her hand. They looked like a bottle, drinking and stuff like that. Yeah. And she was cracking jokes at it. And then she walks around behind me, who I'm kind of talking to the brunette, and then Andrew and Will are behind me. And then the blonde circles around and like gets behind William and Andrew and starts like rubbing her boob up against Will's arm. And it's like, "She's so drunk. She's been drinking orange schnapps all night." But she was like, "Hey, don't tell anybody I'm drinking because I'm a Mormon." Shh. And like gestures to shush. She's like, "Because I'm a Mormon, I can't drink." Shh. Like that. And her friend's like, "Yeah, she's new in town. Blah blah blah. Something's so crazy." And I'm like, "All right, yeah, fucking hey, awesome, lady, cool." And they were like, "All right, well, y'all boys, be safe. What are y'all here anyway? Why are y'all here?" And I was like, "I'm a comedian." They're like, "No way! You're a comedian? Oh man, I can't wait. I'm gonna have everyone come out and sit in the audience, man. Oh, this is gonna be so funny. All right, well, I'll see you up there, man." And they left. And they walked back to the bar. And sure enough, they like came and sat at a table over by the dance floor to watch. And I walked up and like they were like, "All right, we got a guy coming up." And he looked, the guy, like whenever he's introducing me, I'm kind of standing off to the side like, "All right, let's do this." He's like, he's looking at his hand like, "We got Jordan Black." And I was like, woo! And it was like, all right,
Yeah!
cool. Woo. He said comedian. Everyone was like, oh shit, this is not a venue for comedy. Cool, like, cool. This never happens here. So I went and chilled out, and I was like, all right, how's it going, everybody? And I kind of just started doing jokes that I had written on the trip so far. Talking about Andrew as a fucking knob, talking about all the funny stuff that had happened so far on the road trip, Klein's Corners, all that
the
stuff.
banana joke.
Yeah, the banana joke that I had written on the trip where I talk about bananas. But yeah, and so I was talking, and it was actually going fucking surprisingly well. Like, I was
very well.
Yeah, I was like, these people were fucking digging it, and they were all really drunk old people. I figured they would not like my kind of comedy at all, but they fucking dug it. They liked it, and so I was making jokes about like deep throating bananas and stuff like that. Yep. And they thought they ate that shit up. They thought it was so funny. I was like, fuck yeah, these are my peeps. I was like, yes. And I was making fun of the MC. I was like, this mother. I was like, I hate it whenever people like spell out MC, like EMCE. That's not what it stands for. It stands for Master of Ceremonies. What do they fucking think it is? French for the guy who can't remember the guy's name that he's introducing and has a big ass beard. and
he was like, oh
man. And everyone was like, oh shit, shots fired. I was like, yeah. And then I was like, next up we got Jackson Blake. Just messing with him. He thought it was fucking hilarious. And I dug it. There were a lot of cool people. And I was like, all right. And I did like 15 minutes. Just fucking partied and hung out. It was great. And then we left. I got off stage, and that guy was like, dude, that was fucking awesome, man. Dude, you have like a card or anything like that? I'm like, yes, I do, sir. I do have cards. Here you go. And so I gave him the card, and he was like, dude, you're funny as shit, man. This place, sometimes we do like charity events. Like we do charity comedy stuff for these people that are here in Flagstaff. They do charity shows, and they hire comedians. I'm going to fucking give them your card and tell them to call you because you're fucking hilarious, man. I want to have you back anytime you want. I'm like, shit, yeah, that's fucking awesome. I was like, yes. And it was on Route 66, which I didn't mention, which is like, I did a fucking show on Route 66, you guys. That's awesome. I was happy. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that's so cool. I did a show on Route 66. But yeah, it was an awesome time.
Almost made up for the lack of a threesome.
Yeah, almost made up. I mean, like, I like jokes a lot. I like laughing. Laughter feels like good. Almost as good as sex, like having a room full of people laugh. You've never experienced it because you're not funny. Wow. Boom. Wow. Yeah, welcome to my little show, Andrew. Bitch.
Did you listen to that one?
No, he doesn't listen to the show.
See?
Will doesn't listen to it.
Told you.
No, he's whenever I had him on a couple weeks ago, he was like, hey, Jordan, thanks for having me on your little show. Dick. Fuck you, too. Anyway, so yeah, we had a great time there at the museum club and went back to the motel and hung out. And I was kind of like, I'm bummed out those girls didn't call me. and then me and Andrew ended up sleeping in the same bed.
Yep.
Which was just awful.
For the rest of the trip?
Yeah, I never got to sleep in a bed by myself.
Nope.
Not once. I was planning on doing it in Phoenix, but then we didn't stay in Phoenix. Well, we'll get back to that. No. Linearness. We need to keep going chronologically.
We're not even like, are we even halfway done?
Kind of. Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing really that happened between the drive.
There are a few things that happened between the Grand Canyon and Los Angeles.
But yeah, so we go to sleep that night, and I remember like we were pulling up to the place, and there was like this old lady who was like yelling at somebody in the second floor of this place, which was clearly a drug dealing situation. Like we knew that these people were on drugs.
Fucking Andrew, I'm pretty sure a drug deal is going down. Dude,
as we're walking by them, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Are you kidding me? Oh man.
Either that or someone was trying to get a blowjob or something.
He was fucking stabbed in this fucking Motel 6, dude. And so,
which we met the most bubbly,
little concierge.
Yeah, she was so happy.
Yeah, she was a nice lady. She was so sweet.
Was she cute? I don't remember.
She was kind of cute. I thought
she was cute in a homely kind of way.
Yeah, she was a Flagstaff cute. Yeah. She was a Flagstaff 9.
Solid.
A Denton 8.
Yeah.
And then like a Dallas 3, an LA 1, that kind of thing. Anyway,
solid.
So we went. And the next morning we woke up at like, what was it, 5 in the morning?
Yeah.
To go to the Grand Canyon.
Early to go to the Grand Canyon.
Early. And it was cold. It was fucking really
cold.
It
was really cold.
It was chilly.
It's the desert.
Yeah. No, it's not the desert. It's the mountains. That's why it was the mountains. And
mountain-esque.
So we woke up.
High altitude.
Chill.
Woke up and packed up and left for the Grand Canyon. Andrew drove there. And we passed by Arizona. Because like the little road that you have to take north off of 40.
Goes
off
to
I-40
Williams.
that goes south it's right in Williams where that little junction is, and then you go north to go to the Grand Canyon, and then if you go south on it, it's like Arizona's right there on that little corner.
Yep.
So that's where it was. We went past that, and we're like, "Hey, Arizona, you were fun." And then we went to the Grand Canyon.
The Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon. I forgot about that. That's fucking awesome.
Oh man,
Grand Canyon.
That's out of nowhere. We were like, "Yeah, let's go to the Grand Canyon," and Andrew was like, "Grand Canyon." I'm like, all right, yeah, that's awesome.
So we're like driving up there, and it's like 2 miles to the Grand Canyon. We're all like, Grand Canyon.
Oh man, that's so much fun.
Grand Canyon was amazing.
Oh,
It really was.
Beautiful. Like I'm not. I mean, like, I guess I am the type because I was like gawking over mountains. And stuff like that
gosh.
In Albuquerque, so I was like, holy shit. But yeah, so we. There was nothing really interesting that happened on the drive there.
No.
I thought I could have sworn to God that in that tiny little town where they have like the hotel and the McDonald's and stuff like that, I could have sworn to God I saw a Whataburger. I swear to you guys, I thought I saw a Whataburger.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, no one did. I mean, whenever we came back, it was not there. I know it wasn't there, but I
You knew?
could have sworn.
You were craving it
I could
so
have sworn
much.
I saw Whataburger in that little shopping area. I saw like a green
so bad.
building. It was so fucking weird. Anyway, so that was something that was weird happening. I had a lot of like weird little like imagining things happening that didn't happen on this trip.
But that was the way they lead you up to the Grand Canyon is just amazing because you don't see anything until you walk.
I mean,
right
the way
over
that
the
nature
ridge.
leads you up.
Well, I mean, they obviously
the trail.
funneled you so that it.
Yeah.
But
Dick Rock.
Dick Rock coming up on Dick Rock.
Yeah, there was a rock if you go like straight towards Mather's Point, which is like the main viewing area of the Grand Canyon. If you go through Flagstaff, of course. It's like you see this rock if you're going towards Mather's Point from the parking lot, and you see this rock that looks just like a dick.
Yeah,
just like a straight up and down dick.
Dick.
It's round and has like a rounded top. It was dick.
Yeah,
it's Dick Rock.
It's Dick Rock.
So,
I mean, it's Dick Rock.
Yep. We came over the hill and then saw the Grand Canyon, and it's just like that
Dick
kind of
Rock
thing where you can't even
over the hill.
you can't even comprehend like what it is that you're looking at because it looks like a green screen. Remember?
And I have amazing pictures of it.
Oh yeah, just photo after photo.
Doesn't do
Yeah.
anything. Doesn't. I mean,
It's just like I was like I brought the camera and was shooting like little
breathtaking.
little panoramic shots of the canyon from where we were.
I mean, like that's a great shot, but it doesn't do.
Yeah, you have to see it in real life.
I mean, I've got one where my feet are hanging off, but you can't tell that's. I've got a picture of my feet hanging off the edge of this cliffside.
Yeah, we've got pictures of all
and
of
it's
us.
like 1,400 or 1,500 feet to the landing below me, and it only looks like it's like 60 feet.
Yeah, we had like an argument.
Yeah,
where he was like, "No way, that's like fucking 80 feet, bro." And I'm like, "No, the Grand Canyon's really fucking deep. Like, the Grand Canyon is."
Well,
really
I thought
deep.
that landing was there.
Yeah,
like I knew all the way to the bottom, like looking
like
out.
6,000
It was like, it's just like 6,000 feet down. But like that landing was like 1,500 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
Very-
can't even.
very deep down. And
Our
so
names are still there.
they are.
Oh, they are.
They don't carve them off or anything like that. They stay. Yeah, we carved our names into a rock. We took pictures of us sitting on a rock, like with our feet dangling off.
Artsy as shit.
Oh yeah, there was a scarf that had flown into a tree and was stuck there, and so we took really cool pictures of it. And it looks super artsy. It's like a maroon scarf, so it looks very like passionate.
This is Jordan as a tourist.
Let me see. yeah, I'm wearing my almost deserty themed Hawaiian shirt.
I was wearing just
Yeah.
normal clothing.
Yeah, because I was touristing it up, man. Fuck off, don't judge me.
Jordan was.
For my clothing choices. It looks
Look at that. Buttoned all the way up.
I think it looked good. I liked it.
Button to the top.
Okay, piss off. We took great pictures with our from behind us, looking at the Grand Canyon with our feet dangling off in the thing. I took a vine at the Grand Canyon. I'll play it for you.
I'm taking a vine at the motherfucking Grand Canyon.
Yeah, I took a vine and I was like just looking in the Grand Canyon.
Oh, there's my favorite tree.
Pretty cool.
There's this one little landing off. We had gone off the beaten path.
Yeah.
Like we went off on the dirt path and we went a few miles up the path, and just to be just us out there. And there's this one little landing, and there's this tiny little tree. Just all by himself. Middle of a landing.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing else behind him.
There was Andrew in his natural habitat.
Well,
Yeah, we took a video on the
Andrew
camera.
in his natural habitat.
Yeah.
Oh, well, here he comes.
And he came through the brush, and he's just started like,
And we're like, oh, get out of here! Run for your lives!
he's attacking us. And so like, I had a foot. I took the camera and had it on the tripod, so I had it like looking like at the top of my head pretty much, and then past me at Andrew, like, kind of like making it sound like, and I was like, I think he's gone. I put the camera down kind of rough, but I didn't like drop it, put it down, and then had it facing Andrew where he was like coming at me. And so it looks very like Blair Witch Project.
That's my all-time favorite picture.
Oh, yeah,
that
that
I
guy.
took. We
Yeah,
found this guy out on the landing.
Yeah, it was just like
Thanks, guy.
Where were you? Yeah, I took a video of him where I like zoomed into him really close, and then I zoomed out to show like how high up he was and how far away he was. And like the landing that he was on, like you would have to climb up a rock to get off back onto the rim of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
And so like this motherfucker climbed down on this thing to where he could get a cool view of it, and it was awesome. And so I shot a picture, and I was like, "Hey man, could you stay there for a second?"
And he just stood
He looked
there.
at it. Thanks, man. He turned and waved at us, and we were like, "That's fucking awesome!" We got it on camera. Oh man, so much fun.
The Grand Canyon was amazing.
Yeah.
Just
Took a panoramic at the
Yep.
at Mather's Point where you can see 180
everything.
degrees
Yeah.
all the way down
Huh.
both sides of it pretty much. But yeah, oh my god, it was ridiculous. And like you can see like the little paths that go down into it, and I was like,
Yeah,
you can go down into the
trails.
Grand Canyon. You're like, yeah, people
Yeah.
are camping there sometimes. I'm
Ain't
like,
got
"Oh,
no
shit."
signal though. No signal status.
Oh yeah, I didn't post that vine until we got to California.
And there was the narwhal cloud.
Oh yeah, there was a cloud that looked just like a narwhal.
It looks exactly like a narwhal.
Oh yeah, so I figured we'd bring this up now since we're talking about the Grand Canyon. That's pretty much the end of the Grand Canyon story. Whenever we were at the Grand Canyon,
Oh yeah.
we were walking towards Mather's Point, back from where we had gone at the Andrews Natural Habitat and the guy on the crazy landing. We were walking back, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, that lady looks familiar over there. It's the blonde woman that was rubbing her tit up against William at the bar last night. Let's go see if she remembers us. And so I walked up, and I was like, how y'all ladies doing? And I think like her friend, because her friend wasn't like the friend that she had at the bar. It was a different friend. And I was like, how y'all ladies doing? And she was like, good. Like, the girl that didn't know who I was freaked out. And the blonde was like, turned, he was like, oh my god, hey! And I was like, what's up? And I was like, holy shit, I'm crazy. And we're like, oh my god. And I give her a hug.
Like old
Like we
friends.
knew her.
Like
Yeah,
friends for like 20 years
I mean, that's
ago.
fucking crazy though. Like
that
the
we
fact that
hadn't
we
seen.
saw her that day. It was
At the
was
Grand
so
Canyon.
it was so weird. And so I was like, hey, look, there's my friends. There's the guy you were trying to fuck last night. That's so crazy. I was like, where's your Mormon lady? She was like, oh, she's not here. She stayed at the house. She's already seen this a couple times.
She's being Mormon.
I was like, cool. She's repenting for drinking last night.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was so fucking funny. It was just like,
God.
it was like, yeah, of course. And then we were making jokes the entire time. Like, what if they're following us to LA?
He's going to LA.
He's going to LA.
He's going to LA.
That was from the movie Bruno, where they basically have a song that's like, "He's going to LA. He's going to LA." It's like a what's it called? Song techno song.
With his dick
Oh yeah.
windmilling.
No, that wasn't at that time. It
Was it?
Whenever they were like the travel montage when
Oh,
they
yeah,
first
that's
went to LA. But yeah, so we left the Grand Canyon and we're taking a video, and I remember like some guy was being a dick, and Will was like pissed off at some guy who's like, "Fuck you, motherfucker! I'm not gonna wait
Yeah,
for you to get
no,
to my spot."
it's fucking
And I was like, "No, I told him to stop because we were gonna go."
No, because like I looked up and
There's a guy waiting.
there's
looking
this
at
guy
us.
like.
Are you going? And I was like, "Yeah,
Are
I'm
you guys
going."
moving? Are you guys getting out of the way? Like, can you get the fuck out of the way so I can park right there?
Yeah,
And I was like, motherfucker, I'm getting my shit together.
yeah.
Why don't you fucking take a chill pill? You're at the Grand Canyon. Tell your wife you love her. Tell your daughter you love her. And take a fucking chill pill.
Okay.
Fucking tell me to move out my parking space.
But yeah, so we left, and we stopped at McDonald's on the way, which is the only time we ate something that was like
Expensive. What the fuck?
could get. Oh yeah, dude.
Hell no, I don't want your AIDS.
Yeah. Whoa! What the fuck did you?
Will!
Ew!
What are you doing?
Will just picked a scab on his arm.
I didn't eat the. No, it wasn't a
But
scab.
he licked the blood off
Yeah.
of his scab. That's fucking gross, bro.
Nope.
Ew.
It's not gross at
Oh,
all.
that's nasty.
Your spit has a natural coagulant in it. To lick wounds or anything like that helps it heal faster. Boom. Science, biology.
I mean, why do you gotta
101.
lick the finger with all the blood on it, though?
Because I didn't want to wipe it on my white pants.
Wipe it on your black shirt?
I didn't think about that.
Damn, that's pretty solid. Alright, Andrew, go sit back down. God, you fucking weirdo. Alright, let's continue the story. No, I was talking about Will. No, don't worry. I wasn't calling you a weirdo, but you were.
What did I do?
You are a weirdo.
What?
So, we stopped at McDonald's, which was the most expensive McDonald's I've ever fucking had in
This
my
lady
life.
didn't speak English. She didn't understand what like a 20-piece chicken nugget was.
You want a 10 piece?
No, 20.
That's a 10 piece.
20.
2 10 piece?
20.
And the fact that she, like, they didn't have shit on that menu.
No.
Remember that? They had barely, like, anything. They didn't have some of the stuff that we liked on that menu. I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like,
Yeah.
seriously?
Expensive ass McDonald's.
Yeah, and it was more expensive than any McDonald's I've ever had. And
Yeah.
it had less fucking stuff and terrible customer service. I
Yep.
was like, this is bullshit. I was
Bullshit.
pissed. Yeah,
It's because it's the only food you can eat for like 40 miles.
Yeah, it's that and then, like, the fucking other what other fast food place did they have there? Burger King?
Like Wendy's.
Yeah, it was
Wendy's.
Wendy's and Burger King, I think. But yeah, so we left, and I almost got us killed on the road. Remember, I tried to pass.
Oh my god.
realized
Yeah.
I tried to pass, and I was like, it wasn't like the car was close to us, and then I like, veered back into traffic, you know. But I like tried to pass this car, and then I realized there were cars coming, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to accelerate fast enough to get there. So I was like, brake, and then got back into my spot that I had previously tried to get out of, because there are people that were going like 45 miles an hour
Yep.
on this like 65 mile an hour road that goes back towards Williams, Arizona. And so we were just like, I was like, "Woo!" And I was like, oh fuck, and I stopped and got back, and you and Andrew were both like pissed at me. You were like, I swear to God, if you fucking do that again, you're not fucking driving anymore.
Yeah. It's because it wasn't like you were like, oh, you were like on your way to accelerate and you were already like halfway up through this dude's car and then you decided to go on your brakes and then go back in line, which is like the most dangerous thing you can possibly do. You either got
accelerating into the other cars
and
that are
go
coming.
into and accelerate into the spot.
I feel
that
like you
you're
could have
going
made
into.
it.
I couldn't have made it.
Because
I
you're
was in the
more
back- you were in the
likely
backseat.
you're more likely to accelerate into there than you are to slow down and then get back in space. Especially if the person behind you had accelerated and got into that space, then we've been just shit out of luck.
Yeah. So yeah, I got in trouble.
Yeah,
I got in trouble.
I got grabbed
twice. That was the second time. That was the second one, other than the trying to climb a
Oh
mountain
yeah.
on the highway.
It's not Skyrim. You're not Shadowmere.
Well, whatever.
Fuck flying! I'm gonna run.
So I almost got us killed, and then we drove to California.
Almost got us killed.
We stopped at a gas station in the middle of nowhere, and there was these German
the
people.
way-
There was these German girls there who were hot as fuck, bro.
On the way to California.
You guys didn't even. You guys saw them as they were coming out, but I saw them like up close, and I was like, I heard them speaking German, and I was like, oh man, I know one German sentence, and it could totally work because German chicks are freaky. I bet it would have worked too. I could have gone up to her and be like, Ich will deine Zunge zu lecken, which
It's
means
the ugliest way to say that ever.
fuck you. I don't speak German.
Ich,
Anyway.
ich,
Ich will
no,
deine.
not ich,
Ich.
ich,
Ich.
There you go. Ich, ich liebe dich.
Ich will deine Zunge zu lecken means
Ich
I
will
want
deine
to
Zunge zu
taste
lecken.
your tongue. I mean, I want to taste your tongue because me and Will, whenever we were in high school, we thought of a funny way to mess with this girl who we were like making a joke where we were like, man, you're gonna meet this Spanish guy on the street and he's just gonna be like in a tango outfit
Hola, señorita.
and he's gonna dip you like a tango person does and grab you by the leg and be like, I want to lick your tongue. But in Spanish, and we didn't know what it was in Spanish, so we just would say in Spanish, and then you just go and stick out your tongue.
Stick your tongue out.
And so we were like, let's find out how to say that in Spanish. And so we were like, quiero lamer su lengua.
Yeah.
Is I want to taste your tongue in Spanish. I want to lick your tongue in Spanish. And then we were like, let's find out how to say it in other languages. So we did it in German, Swedish, jag vill slicka din tu.
Ja, wir slicken din tun.
Yeah, so how you say it in Swedish. So yeah, I had that useful bit of knowledge, and I was like, oh man, I totally want to make out with one of these German chicks. And they were like with their mom, and they were probably like 12, but who knows?
Who knows?
'Cause
Europeans.
women now you can't even fucking tell. Like they were hot as shit, and they look like my kind of 16-year-old.
Europeans.
They could have been like 11. Who knows? So yeah, I saw them and was like, damn, they're hot. And then we left.
And then we left.
I didn't capitalize. I didn't actually say that because I didn't want to fucking get slapped by some German lady.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
And then we headed towards Cali. Oh, we didn't talk about the fruit. We didn't talk about the Oh wait, is that into California? Never mind, it's into California.
Yep. So
We were warned about it in New Mexico.
Yeah. So
On our way to California through Arizona.
Whenever we were at Albuquerque, they were like, "Hey, if you guys have fruit in your car, like you're probably gonna not want to bring it into California because they'll get pissed off at you if you bring certain kinds of fruit."
Going back to the key element that I said.
Remember that
Last episode.
Remember that we had bananas and
Bananas and apples were in the car.
yeah, apples and bananas. So
Opals and bananas.
apples and bananas. Okay, enough. So yeah, we ended up having them, and so we were driving. And it was apples and bananas, and we were driving, and they were like, we get to this checkpoint going into California, and it was like, it's knocked on the window. It was like, "Hey, how's it going? I'm Officer blah 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 with California State Troopers. I need to know, do you guys have any fruits and vegetables in your car?" And we're like, "Oh, we got some apples and bananas in the back. You want to see them?" And she was like, "No, it's cool. You're good."
No, she was like this. She was like, "So you guys got any fruits and vegetables?" He was like, "Oh yeah, we got a few apples and bananas in the back." And she was like, "Oh, well, can I take a look at them?" And we were like, "Oh yeah, for sure, not a problem at all." And so Andrew starts wrestling in the back trying to find them under all like the fucking ruffles and all that shit.
It's at the very bottom.
He's like trying to get to it, and then she goes, "You know what? Never mind. You'll have a nice day."
It's cool.
And we were like,
"Sweet,
what?"
Awesome. So we left. We were like, "Fuck yeah, sweet."
We're like, "Aren't you supposed to like check us? Aren't you
Yeah.
supposed to like cut our fruits in half and like
Make
throw them
sure.
on the ground and be like, ha ha!" Like, isn't that how this is supposed to go? But
Nope.
she was like, "Nah, y'all have a good day. Welcome to California."
Which will be a theme throughout the rest of the story as to how easy it is to get through checkpoints whenever you're polite white kids.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so we got into California, and we
On our
stopped-
way to California. We're still in Arizona in the middle of the fucking Mojave Desert
Oh, God.
on our
mean,
way into California.
Remember when you're like
I mean, did
AC
we
went?
just went into the
that checkpoint wasn't into
It
California.
was just a little bit.
It was
into
outside.
Arizona.
It's on the border of it's like 20 miles from the border. And then we went in and we were expecting because in Arizona there's a giant sign that's like "Welcome to the Grand Canyon State."
And then
And in New Mexico, there was "Welcome to New Mexico,
the land of enchantment.
land of enchantment." And then there was we were going into California.
And it's on a bridge.
It's on a bridge.
It just says "Welcome to California." Like just in a blue sign. It's a blue.
It's not
traffic
even.
sign.
It doesn't even say "Welcome to California." It's a blue traffic sign that says
No.
"California State Line."
Oh yeah. Doesn't even say like, "Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome." It's just like, "You're in fucking California, dude."
This is off a major interstate highway.
That's all it is. Yeah, I was like, "What? Really? It's so
Really,
easy."
California.
Yeah.
And it was like, fucking, we're going through the middle of the fucking Mojave Desert. We could break down at any moment. And there's a thing that's like, California Visitor Center. And it doesn't tell you how far away the California Visitor Center is. It's like, California Visitor Center. And we keep on going, and we have to stop halfway through the Mojave Desert because there's only one gas station between
We forgot about
Arizona
Needles.
and LA.
We forgot about Needles.
Oh my God.
We didn't go through Needles yet.
We went through Needles at like the very beginning.
No,
That's
we
whenever
had
took
to
the
stop
picture
at the
in front of
gas
us.
station, and then we got into Needles. No, we went past Needles. That's
Yeah,
right.
we went through Needles. And we stopped.
then we
took a
had to
picture
stop
at
at the
San
gas
Bernardino County office in Needles. We took a picture in front of that because that was the only California thing we could take a picture in front of.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. I have a picture right here.
Because we were going through the middle of the Mojave, and there's one gas station between there
So that's
and
like
the next
first
place.
thing. That's the first thing we did once we got into California. We stopped in Needles, took a picture in front of the San Bernardino
Oh yeah, that's right.
County office.
That's
there in
right.
Needles, and then
In
we went
Needles,
to the we
California.
went to the Chevron there. In
Oh,
Needles,
my God.
Which, first of all, if you're gonna name a town anything, don't name it fucking Needles, California. I mean, Needles.
Needles.
That's the most unappealing name I've ever heard of a town.
Used heroin needles.
Seriously, that's exactly what it was. Fucking heroin needles. Because the town looked like it had just been ravaged by meth and heroin and disgusting fucking drugs. It was the worst. And I was just like, oh my god, this place is terrible.
We should have picked up that one chick at that Chevron.
No.
The one chick who was trying to get in the
Oh, yeah,
bathroom.
yeah,
She
yeah.
was cute.
Yeah, she was pretty cute.
Anyway, so we were there. We were like, all right, we'll stop at the Chevron, take a shit, and then go. And so we walked into the bathroom,
No.
and we like
I don't even
tried
wanna pee.
to walk into the men's bathroom.
Yeah.
Was it the women's bathroom or the men's bathroom that was locked? I think it was
It's
the
the
women's.
women's that was
And so we went to the men's bathroom, and it was just like a fucking Saw movie was in this
Yeah.
bathroom. Oh my god, it was so bad. The Saw movie, like, it was just the fucking worst, you guys.
Yeah.
And it was just like shit on the toilet seats and grimy ass fucking tile on the
graffiti
walls.
all over.
Oh my god, it was the worst. And I was like,
Call this number to get your dick sucked.
I was like, I'm not fucking touching any of this. I'm not touching any
My
of
dick
this.
is cleaner than this bathroom.
Yeah, I'm not gonna shit in this bathroom. I'm not gonna defile my shit in this bathroom. So I fucking left. We didn't even. I was like, hey, can we get the women's bathroom? And she was like, no. I think that
there was
she
a chick
I
who
think that the
walked
woman that
in.
worked it there was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep that woman's bathroom for myself.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to let anyone else make it disgusting.
There
like
was
the
a
women's
girl
bathroom.
who walked in.
And was like, hey, could you give me the key to the women's bathroom? She's like, no. And we were like, damn, bitch. Okay, whatever.
I can't believe we got drinks there. Why would we drink anything out of that?
I
I
felt
got a glass bottle of Coke there.
so
Gross.
bad for that girl.
Oh yeah, having to go in there.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we just farted and everything.
Oh yeah, we did.
I felt so bad for her. I was like, sweetie, do you just want to?
She was playing fucking solitaire on her computer back there and just.
I know. I
dicking
was like,
around.
do you want us to just like? You can just take a piss in our car, and I'm sure that would be better than having to pee here.
Yeah.
Like, do you want us to park our cars so that you can piss around the corner because it's more sanitary than going in this bathroom? I felt so bad for her.
It was so disgusting. And she was in there. She stayed.
Yep.
She did not walk out like we did.
Nope.
She clearly lives in needles and is used to this stuff. Yeah. She's accustomed to this kind of fucking filth. Oh my god. So yeah, we left Needles.
Left Needles.
Needles suck.
Yeah, Needles was pretty bad. Not as bad as Roswell though.
Roswell sucks ass.
It's still not as bad as Roswell.
Like, Roswell's the Zach of the world.
Zach of towns. Oh man.
Love you, Zach.
Yeah, if you've listened to this podcast, you know that Zach is the biggest knob. He is more of a knob than Andrew is.
Some of the things that Zach says are just
Baffling. Anyway, so we won't talk about Zach in this episode. We'll get him on the show and talk shit about him.
God.
Anyway, so then we left Needles. Me and Will got in an argument about how shotgun mics work.
Yep. We
Because
figured out we were both half right.
yeah, it was just a miscommunication. Like you
Yeah.
were trying to explain the same thing I was saying, but you were just saying it a different way.
Yeah.
And so, like, the technologically.
Didn't I make y'all hug after that argument?
I think
Yeah,
so.
'cause we were,
Wanted to
we
hug
were
it
still
out.
so sick of each other. He was like, you guys, I don't like it whenever you fight. You get it, hug each other and tell each other you love each other. Because that's what our parents used to do to us when we were kids. They'd be like, hug each other and tell each other you love her. You love each other, and so we'd hug each other and be like, I love you, bitch. Yeah. I'll fucking kill you.
I'll fucking kill you in your sleep.
But yeah, and
sleep with one eye
we
open,
hug each other.
bitch.
Yeah, me and Will say this all the time. You were Andrew. You were the definitely.
Linchpin.
Yep, you were the
You were the
glue
glue.
that held me and Will together because we would not have been able to do that road trip alone. We would have fucking killed each other.
So
I would
true.
have bashed his head in with a rock on the side of the road.
Oh, you would have been dead way before that.
I don't know. I beg to differ.
I would have taken the car out with me while you were driving.
Oh, nice. And you just jumped out.
Jump out.
Yeah.
Tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it
so-
hurt.
Break the steering wheel. Tuck and roll.
Cut the brakes.
You fucked up. But yeah, so I just drive it right into the Grand Canyon. Pretty crazy. Could you imagine someone killing themselves like that?
I'm pretty sure that's happened.
There was someone drove their car like through the fucking the parking lot in the
Thelma
visitor
and
center.
Louise, dude.
Yeah, I love you, Thelma.
I hate my life.
But yeah,
I would pay $20 to commit suicide.
That sucks.
All right. I mean, like if it's the end of
Worth
your
it.
life, though. I mean, like, what does it matter how much money you
Worth
to
it.
spend $25?
I
I'd
want
pay
my
like
suicide to be free though.
I'd pay like $50,000 to fly
It's the
to
cheapest
fly a
fucking
helicopter and
You're
just
the
fly
cheapest
as high
bastard
as
ever.
Yeah.
I'd want my suicide to be free.
Yeah, my suicide would be free. You can just fucking jump off a moderate
Free
tall
spectators
bridge.
too.
Yeah, just a freeway overpass. Kill
Anyways.
myself that way. But yeah, so left Needles got in a fight, made up.
Made up.
Then we
Almost fucking ran out of gas in the middle of the Mojave.
Yeah, we were
Desert.
getting a little
that was
freaked out because
scary.
we didn't know there was not, despite what they say in movies, there are not a lot of signs on the side of the road that say next gas in.
Nope.
We didn't see any of those. We didn't see one of those things.
And like the
And
AC
so-
went out for a little bit for some reason. Remember?
No, it wasn't the AC going out. It was so hot in the middle of the desert
Well, yeah.
that it just didn't
But
matter.
you pressed a button and it made it cold again.
Oh yeah, you turned off the AC for a while. He accidentally hit the AC button
That's
and
what
made
I-
it just
I was
regular
sweating my ass
air.
off.
And then I was like,
And it was cold. I was
turned
like,
it on.
Oh, thank God!
So that happened.
Andrew sat in the back of the car for most of the trip, and he listened to his heavy metal.
Yep.
Listened
Not
to
all the
music. Yeah, most of the time though. We got him out of it.
No.
Because me and Will were listening to like barbershop and stuff, and
Yeah,
you'd be like,
when
whoop.
I got annoyed with that, then I'd put it.
Yeah, once we started playing music, you'd be like, okay, nope. Put your headphones on. Man. All right, and I think we'll end the episode here. We'll end the episode right after we go to the most expensive gas station in the world, which was in the middle of the Mojave Desert, like the only gas station.
Wasn't it like $3 or something?
In between,
No,
it was like
no.
it was like
$5.
Really?
Yeah.
Man,
No.
Yeah.
it was the
It
most
was
expensive.
$3.50 in LA.
Jesus.
Yeah,
It was $5 out there because they get to charge whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, it was the only gas for forever, so they were gonna get fucking.
Yeah.
They were gonna get business no matter what.
We'll
so,
go to the next one.
and then die in the desert. Yeah, die in the desert.
Yep.
But yeah, we were getting a little freaked out. We were kind of like, okay, that's the last call box, so just know that's how far back.
That's
we
how
have to
far
go.
the call box is. Yep.
If we need to use a call box, we can. That's where it is. So yeah, most expensive gas station I've ever been to.
Yep.
It's the most expensive it's the most money I've ever paid for gas in my life. All right, well I guess we'll end this episode here, and then we'll come back to the next episode.
Next week.
Find out what happens next time on our California road trip extravaganza. Will Jordan, Will, and Andrew find gasoline? Will they pay exorbitant amounts of money for it? Will they end up getting to California, or will they end up getting to Los Angeles at all? Find out next week on Black and White, a podcast autobiographies, California road trip extravaganza.